Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Prison Architect Warden Mode. Well, Miss Rita here, talking about. There's something I remembered that like towards the end saying, I need to do X, and I forgot what it was. What was it? Oh, I know what it is now. I know what it is. It's turning this to a staff only room, and that one, and that, and that. That way they can't get in there, and that one. They don't belong in there. And we probably also have some other stuff we also need to staff only, such as my staff building and the kitchen, which is up this way. Okay, there we are. All right. So all that good enough. I think I remembered it because when I was putting the videos together, I noticed that someone walked through the front section, my courtyard, my little pretty courtyard. Somebody walked through it, and I'm like, they don't go there. So I was like, that doesn't get that way. Why is this here? Thank you. All right, so we accepted the inmate health and well-being quest. So grant. So let us do that. That's what this little tiny room right here is for. We actually have the infirmary, so let us set that room right here. And we need the stuff for the infirmary, so just medical beds. How many medical beds do I want? 3? That sounds like a good plan. I think that's good. I think 3 is a good number. And I will also need doctors. There we go. And that's that. And I also need to figure out a psychologist's room. So we need to figure out exactly where we want to expand out next. So that's our next thing we need to do, is expand out to build the next ward, next room and stuff. Because we could do that for the psychologist room. That will probably be parole in this room. In fact, I could actually go ahead and set this up into parole offices. I'm not sure how big of an area this is. Because parole has to be a 5x5. 1, 2, 3, 5. I can have 1 parole room in here. That's not going to cut it. So it's not a very good use of space. Maybe it doesn't have to be that. It has to be 5x5. To get parole, we have to have 5x5. That's 5x5, which means we have 3x3 on each side. It's kind of a weird layout. So maybe I could make that like a common area for them. That would be a good thing. Or maybe I need to put a security room in. Or when I get armory up. That's probably good for that. That could be an armory / dog room. That would probably be a good place for that. Alright. So I guess what I can do for my usage is we're going to put a staff door in the back. That way we can deal with this while they're asleep. We need to do speaking of which, we need to search the toilets. Because it is time to search said toilets. Are you freaking kidding me? Please hurry up and do this. I put the door crooked. Put the door in the right way. Are you gonna haul this garbage? Someone. Anyone. Thank you. I was like, am I going to have to build a wall outside because they put garbage in the doorway? Because there is no door on this side. Okay. So we won't start with, I guess, some fencing. So let's do 3-wide fencing. And let's, I guess, close this off, I guess you can say. Right now, it's not closed off. Where do I want to do it? Here. Here? That's good. I guess I can make like an admin wing kind of thing up here. That sounds like a plan to me. I was kind of like saving that room because I needed to expand out my. I could always expand the canteen northwards, so that would work fantastically. So I could actually just do a building here. So yeah, let's do it to here, and let's go ahead and build a wall down this way. That way I can open the fencing. Because if I do this wall, I can open the fencing. Having this is just a good access for us for quick pathing for staff. Because we need to get prison labor unlocked. That way we can get laundry going, and we also want to get. Let's see. We don't have policy. We don't have micromanagement. So what do we want to get? I want to get intelligence going. So let's get intelligence going as well. With the education soon. I don't want to use all my money very quickly. My last game I played, the one I haven't uploaded it yet. I have this huge recording of stuff that I'm slowly getting it processed together. I need to start releasing it, but I have this whole thing ready to release, and it needs to go out. I consider it like a complete series, and I spent a very long time on it. But the deal is, I started like a game that had funds from a previous game, and thus I had loads of money. So I was able to just click all the buttons, like just do this one, do this one, do this one, do this one, and it was fun. But in this game, I have to be mindful of my funds, which is cool, you know. I'm supposed to be doing psychologist's office, but to do that, I need the other building. So we're waiting on that stuff. So this is why I have not got rid of that wall yet. So we need. It's really, this one doesn't need to be there. We need to demolish this wall. That wall doesn't need to be there. That wall is going to be a brick wall. And we can do something for laundry. We can do laundry, library, the cool stuff. Chapel, because they'll start whinging for chapel soon. I see them coming in here. I see them. But let's see. How big is this building? I don't know how big this building is. But I know the chapel has to be 6x6. But I want probably a little bit bigger than that. Let me find a good spot and I'll plan this out. Let's get this on screen. Alright, let's pause real quick. Let's plan this out a little bit. I'm trying not to spend like forever planning this time. Because sometimes I'm bad about like over planning. Alright, let's do that. Alright, we're gonna have the entrance, I don't know, there. Since this is gonna be kind of just like stuff for them to use, there's no reason to have cell block doors. There's no reason to have it locked. It's just stuff usable. I need to just have a normal door. So there'll be a door on that side, and there'll be a door over here. So there'll be 3 wide hallways. Or should I just do 2 wide hallways in this one? I'll do 3 wide hallways. on this side and this side. That side and that side is going to have 3 wide hallways. Just the entrance hallways. And we'll make a pathway probably in the center once I figure out exactly where the buildings are. So I need to have a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to do it a little bit bigger? We'll cut it right here. There we go. And then I can have other things like the library and other things. So 1, 2, 5, 6. Oh, cool. How big are these side? How big is this? 9 there. 9 there. Oh, so they're even. That's pretty cool. So we have a laundry. We'll have a laundry. We'll have, I don't know how I want to do a shop. We'll have a laundry. We will have, we're not going to do a common room. I don't want to do a common room. The common area will be in the kitchen. No, actually, we'll have to do a common room because of programs. It's basically like AA meetings or NA meetings, whichever one it is. Speaking of NA meetings, there's actually used to be a place like 2 doors down from one of my current jobs, actually, that hosted NA meetings. It was really interesting, actually. It's just music about it. It was like a little building, and they would have meetings every so often. There were some weird people, some of them that were there. And they would always come in where I worked. And I always knew. I was like, oh, it's one of them again. 4, 5, 4. So I always knew. We had people as well who seemingly was embarrassed to ask where it was. But I always just blatantly told them it was 2 doors down. I thought they always was whisperingly asked, "Oh, you're looking for that? It's 2 doors down." I was not shy about it because it's like there's no reason for the people to be shy about it when it's literally just part of life. But some of the people were weird, so I guess that's part of life too. All right, I built this thinking I need to put a psychologist's office, and I did not take that into consideration. What did I need to put in here again? Room-wise. Let's pause for a second. There's a shop, a mailroom. Mailrooms need to be 4x4. Classrooms, laundry, workshop. Workshop's not going to be in here. So it's going to have a library. So the library and the mailroom are, I think, 4x4s. Oh, they're 5x5s. So they need to be one of these. So we need, planning wise. Let's see here. So we will have the chapel, and we'll have a library, I guess. Wait, let's not do that. Let's not mark it like that. We'll have the chapel. Yeah, let's make the mailroom here. And the library. And then, if I do a shop, I'll want a tiny one. Room-wise, there is also classroom and laundry. and shop. Classroom, laundry, and shop. But I need the psychologist. I want the psychologist over here. So let's figure this out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. That's not even big enough for a cleaning cupboard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just figuring out exactly what to do with space. I can take this up, and I can make this the classroom. This classroom needs to be kind of big anyway. And this could be the laundry. Or I could make this the laundry and make this like the entrance. Just to make it look cool. Like that. Let him have the her of the noise. Or I could just have a really long psychologist office. Either way. It'd be kind of weird. Regardless, it's going to be weird, I think. Unless I just go ahead and make the building a little bit bigger. I think I just need to make the building a little bit bigger. Like, maybe add a couple of psychologists. Because I wouldn't mind having a couple of classrooms. Because there's one, that stupid one about the education, it takes forever. Maybe go up, because it was like 2 spaces. And there have to be 2, 3. And if I do it like that, so let's do it this way. And let's see if that adds up. And if I want to bump out maybe 6 more for an extra classroom space. Like that. Like so. Alright. And so we want to have a classroom, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, a psychologist. This is my whole point of this. Two, 3, 4. 2, 3. And we'll have to put the... Well, I should consider the parole rooms, too. I never take in consideration everything. I never do. Maybe I should make parole rooms up here as well. Choices. Maybe I should just make 2 wings. Maybe I should just make the psychologists and parole rooms in 1 wing and then everything else in another wing. Or maybe I should just split this building in half and have parole rooms on one side and everything else on the other. Because parole rooms have to be 5 by 5. So let's make these 5 by 5. I need to make 6 by 6 rooms. Little 6 by 6 rooms. And I can just deal with 1 psychologist. That's not convenient. That's a 2, 3. So that needs to go here, and I can clear here. Because I'm going to bump out the cafeteria anyway, eventually. It's not going to make any difference how big this building is. And whereas this building can be bumped out, or this building can have, it could be as long as possible. So this can be my parole psychologist row. So I can have the psychologist here, psychologist and parole rooms here. I can have 1 psychologist here and parole rooms here. I can start with 1 psychologist and 4 parole rooms. It can be all shared. And this over here can be my other amenities and stuff like that. So it can have my laundry and all sorts of other stuff. So we can have 7 by 7. So we actually want to do it a little bit bigger. We want to have an 8 by 8. Or just want to have it really long. We just want to have a really long cathedral. And that can be that, make this a hallway to open up to something else. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll have the library and the mailroom. And then we can have another hallway here, which can have 2, 3, 4. Let's think about this for a moment here. I'm overthinking this just a tiny bit, is what I'm doing. The deal is going to have to build it. But what I'm going to do, since this is going to be my psychologist and stuff, and because I'm not going to be able to afford this entire building anyway right now, and because this is going to be money-wise, we're going to build this much of the building. Because paroles also will be the key to everything. The key to my money. So these are going to have doors in them. But we're going to have... Let's see. How do I want to do this? If it's going to be shared, they're going to be able to be loud in it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put regular... Wait, I didn't make these big enough. They got to be 5 by 5. I've messed up. Oh well. I've already messed up. Dang it. Let's cancel. Cancel. Stop. That's fine. How about this? We'll fix it next time. I'm overthinking it, and we'll continue this mess next time. We need to make it a 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've made it too small. It's actually got to be that big. Yeah, I've just made it way too small. That's pretty crazy. Just how small I've made it. I say we're going to fix it next time, and then I start fixing it. All right, let's just clear this so I can fix it then. All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. One of these is shorter than the other. This one's shorter. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that this one's shorter than the other. Oh, they're putting the door in. That's fine. The door's fine. So really, everything needs to be bumped down 1 to fix this. And then everything will then be 5 by 5. And that is the length of the building. Finally. Alright, so now let's build a building. And after that, we'll start designing it out and everything next time. Alright, and there we go. Just $1,000 more. It's cool. Yeah, next time we will wait for this to build. And we'll figure out how the other half of the building lays out. And we'll also make it accessible. Because we need to fence it off and make it accessible, and we'll start working on the second cell block, and we'll accept another grant and all that good stuff. Yeah. Apparently we can't accept more than 3 grants at a time, even though I think we only have 1. Yeah, I was going to say we only have 1. I don't understand why it's doing that. Anyway, as I said, we'll leave it here, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.